Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the week in the world of business. And we are joined in the studio by Managing Director of Lehumo Holdings, Mr. Maudi Lentsoane. Thank you very much for coming.
And thanks for having me.
We start first by looking at discussions around selling government stake of Telkom to bail out SAA. Is this a viable decision?
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea because you never, ever basically take good money and throw it into bad assets, and that's what they're looking to do. And I know it's not confirmed as yet. There's still a lot of speculation around how they're going to recapitalize it. The fact of the matter is SAA is a mess. It's a big mess, and they need to find a solution. The solution that will obviously rescue the organization. It's a company that has been badly run in the past for the longest time, and unfortunately, it was about to happen. That they now sit in this mess, the mess which was created many years ago and never attended to. And unfortunately, they face a very difficult time.
Another top trending story, the sale of ANN7 and New Age to Jimima by Oak Bay Investments. Many people have been talking about this vendor sale agreement. What do you make out of it?
Yeah, look, obviously, I don't have it in terms of the valuation, the numbers. And I know that the figures that they've got is 450 million. Are those two assets worth that much? There's a lot of debates around what the actual valuation is, and also in terms of the vendor financing, it looks like it's more the Guptas, buying their own company. Very suspicious transactions, very questionable transactions, and also the timing of the sale. You've got a commission of inquiry that has just been set up to investigate all these assets or all these dealings by the Guptas. And then you have this, quick selling of those assets.
When you say it's suspicious, Tegeta Exploration and Resources has been sold to Swiss-based Charles King for almost 3 billion.
I mean, there's another one questionable transaction where we've never heard of this the so-called Charles, whatever the company is called, but we've never heard of it. And here it emerges as a potential buyer for this particular organization. He's based in Switzerland. It's a perfect place to hide money,
Moving very, very quickly, the strike has been averted in the steel industry by NUMSA and SABC agreeing to 7%?
By Kumba, it's a good news. I mean, the last thing we want in that particular sector is a strike that's going to negatively impact on the mining sector. We already have a lot of things such as the mining charter, which is hanging in the balance, hasn't been confirmed. So it's quite good news to see that strike being averted and a settlement being reached. Okay,
now as we close, Shoprite having it big with 11% increase in profits, but Woolworths came on the downside.
There's a huge difference between the two organizations. I mean, Shoprite just continues to do very well. What they've done cleverly, and maybe just to compare the two entities, there's a food sector for Woolworths and you've got the clothing sector. The non-food retailers are under pressure. The fact of the matter is when you're sitting with the economy in a technical recession, consumers are under pressure, the confidence level at the low time. The last thing you buy, it's new clothes, new furniture. So those non-food retailers are under pressure. Whereas the food segment, the food side of the retail business is doing very well. It's not only Shoprite, but also Pick n Pay are doing very well. But the difference is Shoprite has emerged as the discount retailer. In these difficult times, consumers are looking for value, and the discount retailers are their point of attraction. That's why you see even those consumers who were buying at Woolworths now shifting and trading down and beginning to buy at Shoprite. So that's why Shoprite has done so well. It was to be expected, given just in terms of their positioning structure, where they are.
All right, thank you very much for the wrap of the week that was. That's Managing Director of Lehumo Holdings, Maudi Lentsoane, giving us a wrap of the week that was, checking some highlights, the news that were trending throughout the week in the world of business.